No matter where you choose to live, every city gives you something: life lessons, a collection of memories, obstacles to overcome. New York gave me all three, and now it's time to say goodbye. I came to New York for a change of pace from Los Angeles. I was looking for some get up and go, something to just get me moving. I wanted to be inspired to create, to find community, to see the other side of the country. I've spent the greater half of my life in the South, and while it'll always be home to a degree, I'm still looking for the place that feels like, well, the place that feels like me. In my experience, you really don't know what it's like living in any particular place until you actually go there and live. Not for a few days or weeks, but for months or even years at a time. It gives you the space to really understand your surroundings, the culture and history of where you are, and to get a good feel of the people and the community around you. I've had some amazing experiences here, but also some heartbreaking ones. Highs, lows, and downright bizarre experiences were had here. And I wouldn't have expected anything less, but let's rewind for a second, see how we got to this point. Let's start back at the beginning, when an 18-year-old Ashley was a fresh college grad. I booked a one-way ticket to a beautiful, sunny Los Angeles with my savings and a dream. I had a grand total of
62 cents
to my name, but I made it work and lived there for almost 5 years. My best friends were close by, I adopted my sweet baby Addie, and I was able to do a bit of traveling. Basically, I was living the dream. On a budget though, because rent was painfully expensive. But I was starting to feel a bit hollow. I loved my life, but there was something that still felt missing. Some sense of a greater purpose. Spoiler alert, I'm still looking for that, but this was the catalyst for the journey that I'm on now, to find that. I could stay comfortable where I was, or I could take the leap and see if the net would appear. So I packed my bags, took a couple of pit stops, and I ended up here in Washington Heights. And if you don't know where that is, basically, you have to take the A train even further than Harlem to northern Manhattan and maintain. Get off at 181st and take the escalator. And I actually got to stop there because Lin-Manuel Miranda does not play and he will copyright me. So no, I did not find myself in one of those New York high-rises with a 360 panoramic view of the city. But at the same time, I also wasn't looking for that. I think I landed exactly where I needed to be, especially just getting my feet on the ground and getting situated and settled into the city. I found myself in this vibrant, thriving community full of culture and music and art and food. Even just being here today has been phenomenal. I walked to all of my favorite parts of the city, all of my favorite parks, and if you know me, you know I love to walk. So when I say I was walking, your girl was walking. I could walk the soles off your shoes if you let me. So, and as with all good things, it had to come to a close, so I found myself heading off to Brooklyn. And so Brooklyn has been my home, Bushwick specifically. Shout out to my people out here. I don't have no people out here. It's been my home for quite some time, and this year here has been nothing short of a wonderful experience. Bushwick is also full of some of the most colorful individuals that I think I've seen in a very long time. There's always so much going on, and I love the fact that there are so many local shops, and it just feels really, really nice to be in a place where it's like no matter what, I always feel like I'm buying local. I'm really able to get involved and invested in our community. We're like right down the street from one of the libraries. I do want to take a second as I'm talking about moving both from LA to New York and now away from New York. I think it's really important to take a second to talk on the topic of gentrification. For starters, there is a lot, and I do mean a lot, of discourse around the topic, whether it's how people are trying to define it, how people feel about it, what conversations people want to talk about but don't talk about. And I just want to start off by saying I think that no matter what, it is definitely something that you should consider, whether you are looking to move somewhere in the States, outside of the States, because it is something that has been and will continue to affect most major cities, and now it's starting to spread to more rural cities as well in the United States and all around the world at this point. This could be controversial, so like, don't come for my neck, people. But I don't think that it is a crime for anyone to have the desire, a want, or the urge to try to move somewhere different, whether you're staying in the States, going out of the States. I think that we all deserve to try to find a place and live somewhere that feels most authentic to us, and to try to go places where we can learn to understand people as a whole and get an in-person, in-depth experience about, what it's like to really live in some of these places, and to really get a feel for other cultures, other communities, other ways of life that you wouldn't otherwise find in your hometown or where you grew up or where all of your friends are. It takes a lot of guts to even want to go out and do that sort of thing. When it comes to understanding people, the best way to really understand a person or a culture or a collective is to really live with them, to go out and meet people that have ideas and opinions that are different from your own. That's one of the only ways to develop a more thorough worldview and to make better of yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's part of what all of this is about, getting a chance to really connect with one another. Despite all of the differences that we have, we are a lot more similar than we are different. Back to the topic of gentrification. I think that it is extremely important to take all of these things into consideration when it comes down to picking not only where you want to move, but also picking how you want to move. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that you can really control in a lot of these situations is how you move forward. And that means shopping local. That means getting involved in these communities and really adding back into what makes these communities so great, especially in a place like New York, where this entire city is built on this hodgepodge of different cultures and communities and people coming together. I don't think that change is a bad thing when it comes to having an influx of new people, because they build onto the culture that's already here and that is existing and that's going to continue to exist. I think of it kind of like the golden rule. If you ever go camping, leave a place better than what you found it. If you are thinking about moving, or if you're looking to move or relocate, do it with, I guess, do it with some cognizance. Have some couth about yourself. Okay, no. I think you should just be really mindful when you're coming into these new locations and into these new cities, or wherever you wind up. Make sure that you are being a participant in these cities and not just an observer, because at the end of the day, a lot of us are still going through a lot of the same issues when it comes to high rent prices, high food prices, all of these economic struggles that we're all kind of facing, especially if you're in that age range of like your mid-20s to your mid-30s and even younger below. This is something that can affect anyone at any age. A lot of these problems are problems that we are all going through hand in hand. Those are just a few of my thoughts on the topic. I am doing my best every single day to find more ways to educate myself and to get active. I've tried to do my best with it here, and it's my goal to do my best wherever I go, because I don't know, I don't want to contribute to the problem, and I'm sure no one goes out or sets out with the the motive to be part of the problem, but I mean, how many people also work towards being a part of the solution? So I don't know, just food for thought, things to ask yourself as you are branching out on your next journey.
Okay, so it is officially my last week in the city. I have a couple of more days left, and I do mean just a couple. So I am getting things packed, getting things together. I have someone coming to pick up this bed for me tomorrow, allegedly. And I say allegedly because it is Facebook Marketplace, and you never know. You can have people who do show up, and you can have people that like to play with you, and there's no in between. I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff in some boxes. I have like a full body mirror over here that I'm gonna take, and like some knickknacks here and there. Most of my clothes, especially the ones that I haven't been wearing, which I did play myself because I packed up a lot of my winter clothes thinking like, oh, like by the time I like get back to them, you know, it'll be fine. Like I kept a couple of sweaters, but yeah, a nice little cold front has come in. And I have been looking quite silly the past couple of days. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Hey, so I am coming at y'all real raw this time. No makeup. I'm sweating. I'm hot. But it is done. All the packing has been finished, and now we're about to load up the car and get ready to head out. So this is what I got. So Miss Annie girl, ready to go. And this is the last little bit of everything. I ain't gonna lie to you. That car's loaded down, but it is done. Everything fits, thankfully, and now I can kind of go over, well, I guess show you the room. All right, so it is, ooh, the echo in here is crazy, but it is definitely like a railroad style room, so it's longer than it is wide. But you know, it fit my queen size bed, my desk, my like mirror. I had like a big bookshelf, like what was like a tall skinny one in here at one point. I was able to put some storage up there at the top, and then I'll show you the closet. I love the fact that it had like some built-in compartments. The majority of my stuff fit in. I'll say that. I think I only really had to push clothes under the bed for like different seasons. So like winter or summer clothes, that sort of thing. And it had its own like little AC heating unit. But yeah, this is it. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Anyways, we're about to hit the road, so I will see you in the car. Okay, so we have made it to the car. The time is now 8:56. We're about to hit the road. 14 hours ago. All right, y'all, it is very late. We did get in earlier today, but I think I got a little sidetracked with unpacking the car and getting everything situated, but we have made it. I've arrived. So I'm gonna close this video out here and get some rest because I'm exhausted.
I am so tired. I love a road trip. It's so much fun. I would 1000% do it again. Look how rough I'm looking. This ain't for the weak. But I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see y'all in the next one.